What's going on, guys? MariK here, back with another Dragon Ball Super video. Today we're continuing with the Giant Force rare reveals from Draft Box 6. Today with green, a little bit later, because, you know, Evan took forever. But without further ado, let's go ahead and check this shit out. So first up, we got Haruda Garen, Giant Force, specified cost of 1, 15,000 power. His permanent says this card can't attack if it has 3 or fewer markers on it. Auto says choose one card in your hand and discard it. When your opponent combos, place up to one card from their combo area in its owner's drop area, then negate this skill for the turn. Not too bad. It's a 1-for-1 basically. And so it's gonna happen on both turns. So really helps with preventing your opponent from keeping their stuff alive, forcing them to have to combo extra. So in the case that they combo more than once because of this auto, you're going to come out +1 card advantage wise anyways. And if not, then you're both down a card, and that still sucks for both players. But his +2 activate main says choose one card in your hand and discard it. Ew. I mean, granted, you get 2 counters on it, but having to discard a card just sucks to get no card advantage. But, I mean, for 2 counters, maybe it's not so bad. Just feel like you could get a better effect that way. His +1 activate main says choose up to one of your hero or phantom demon cards and KO it. So this one has no abilities that take away markers. So you're constantly going to be adding markers to it, which will, you know, keep it from getting KO'd, first of all, and second of all, allow you to keep attacking with it. It's only got 15,000 power, but that is still enough to do damage to a lot of battle cards and the leader card. Up next, we have Bio Brawly, Giant Force, specified cost of 1, 9,000 power. Auto says, choose one card in your hand and discard it. If this card is placed in its owner's drop area from a unison area during your opponent's turn, play it from the drop area with 1 marker on it, and you can't play copies of this card for the turn. So, he more or less is going to keep bringing himself back. Really annoying, kind of fits the card, the lore, so pretty neat ability. His +1 says activate main. You may choose one card in your hand and discard it. If you do, draw 1 card. So you're just kind of recycling cards, getting stuff in your drop, and you know you're not gaining any card advantage, but you're working your way there. Its -4 ability says activate main. Choose 2 cards in your opponent's hand and discard them, and this card gets plus 16,000 power and dual attack for the turn. So your opponent has to discard 2 cards, and then you have a 25,000 walking beat stick that's going to slap you twice. I mean, that's not terrible. So you can thin your deck by drawing extra cards, fill your drop if needed. He can come back every time he's KO'd as long as it's only once during that turn. And he can make your opponent discard and slap the shit out of them in the process. That's not bad at all. I hate Brawly, but this is actually a pretty solid card for him. Granted, it's not for the deck itself, but it's green, so it fits. Last, we have Cell Giant Force, and I fucking hate Zeno Cell, and I'm really upset that, you know, we didn't get any Android support in this, no Cell support, and this doesn't even count. This ain't even real Cell. Specified cost of 3, 20,000 power, 3 activate abilities. The first, +1, says activate main. You may choose one of your battle cards and place it in your owner's drop area. If you do, choose up to one of your opponent's battle cards and KO it. So, kind of similar to the set 2 Cell Leader. +0, activate main says, if your leader card is green, choose up to one of your opponent's unison cards and remove a marker from it. So, I mean, that's not bad. Getting rid of markers is important, but it's +0, so I'm not really sure how much that's helping you out. It's -3, activate main says, for 3 green and X other energy. If your leader card is green, choose up to X cards in your opponent's hand and discard them. That's fucking nasty, and right there, you're running blue-green ramp. You're running the blue-green Android shit, the Android 16 stuff from set 8. You're running that shit, you're running blue ramp shit, and then just slap a green leader on there, and then you just play Cell Giant Force, and you go, alright, activate main, I'm just gonna discard all your cards. That's gross. And if you get this guy out and keep him out and do something like that activate main, make them pitch a whole bunch of cards, and then play another card that's going to make them discard more cards, there's some ridiculous hand destruction there. So, hate this particular cell. Hate the art. Love the card. Pretty fucking dope. And, again, you best off running it with some kind of ramp, just because already 3 energy plus however much else is at least 4 for them to discard 1 card. So you're gonna have to either work your way up to that or run extra heavy hand destruction to be able to mitigate, only make them pitch 1 or 2 cards at a time. But that's going to go ahead and wrap up this video here. This is all just a bunch of giant, ugly, fucking green things. I mean, Haruda Garen's kind of greenish yellow. Bio Broly's green. Cell's green. They're all ugly-looking bug deformity creatures. But all in all, pretty solid unisons. I'm not as hype about them as the blue, because the blue was all great apes. We got Bardock. So nothing can top that. But these are some pretty solid-ass cards. And either way, no matter which one you end up picking, it's a pretty damn powerful unison card for any deck you would run. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Which of these is your particular favorite? Mine, of course, I'm slightly biased towards Cell, even though I don't like Xeno Cell, but the card's pretty solid. However, I do feel like the Broly is just a little all-around better. Cell's final ability is great, but you have to have a lot of energy to actually make good use of it. That Bio Broly, he's just going to keep coming back. He's just going to keep doing shit. So that's a pretty solid ability. And the constant -2 that you can cause with that, really, really nice. So that's that would probably be my pick. Unfortunately, I'm going to have to go with Bio Broly. But let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. And how do you feel green stands up so far to the Giant Forces up against red and blue? With that, we're going to go ahead and get the frig out of here. And we'll see you guys in the next video.